I've said this many times. In the future, DEX is going to be bigger than CEX, and we want to invest heavily in those areas. Yeah, we want to invest in the things that will disrupt our business.
Something very strange is happening in crypto today. The BNB price just hit a new all-time high over $1,000 per coin.
How are you? Are you already in the process of doing that?
Oh yeah, we invested in multiple.
As founder of Binance, CZ says, maybe we haven't hit the real bull market yet. We know that this was his Bitcoin outlook prediction for this cycle in this interview from about 4 months ago.
Yeah. What do you think the price of Bitcoin tops at this cycle?
Oh, again, very difficult question. Somewhere between 500K to $1 million, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But little did we realize that CZ was giving us clues onto what comes next. Which altcoins would do well next? Just listen.
We invest very heavily in decentralized exchanges, the DEX perps. The decentralized DEX perps are a huge market, as you mentioned, and I think that's just getting started. There's so much more. There's so much more to do. I think the current model where everything's fully transparent may or may not be the best model, because yeah, you can see a big whale putting a $300 million short, but the guy who really want to do 300 million short don't want you to see it. Right, so the guys were putting that there.
Yeah, there's a game. There's for sure a game, right?
It's for his effect. Whereas real large traders, like institutions, that's why traditionally dark pools are way bigger than what we call order books. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of room to grow, but I do think that future is decentralized. In the future, DEX is going to be bigger than CEX, and we want to invest heavily in those areas. Yeah, we want to invest in the things that will disrupt our business.
Are you already in the process of doing that?
Oh yeah, we invested in multiple DEX perps.
So for those who aren't on crypto Twitter, I do not own these coins at all. This is just the latest news. Justin, Aster flips Hyperliquid HYPE in 24-hour DEX volume. So why this matters to you is because Aster is the Hyperliquid of the BNB chain. If you've never heard of Hyperliquid, it's one of the most popular newer altcoins. Hyperliquid is a Layer 1 L1 blockchain and a decentralized exchange DEX that offers high-performance perpetual and spot trading. So it's like a Uniswap, which is the most popular DEX on Ethereum only. This is its own chain, and it offers perpetual futures trading for more advanced traders. They also reinvest a portion of their trading fees that accumulate back into the token. That's why this token continues to perform well thus far. And Aster appears to be BNB's version of that. And Aster apparently has dark pools, which I didn't know this, but CZ says if institutions are coming in, they do not want to be trading publicly on these public chains. They need dark pool options. And by the way, I do not hold these coins. If I ever do hold a coin, and I've not been sponsored to talk about this, and what CZ isn't sharing with you, I will share with you. I love this clip. Crash, which is a name in the space. I follow him. He's big into meme coins. Explains that CZ actually owns 90% of Aster, and that makes him more bullish. Listen to this clip in full.
People don't realize how bullish it is actually, in my opinion. And that's why I kind of wanted to come on and explain a couple things about it that I think a lot of people don't realize. So one of the first things I think people don't realize is like CZ, Justin Sun, and not even just them too, but like most projects in the top 50, bro, they all have like 80% plus supply in the founder team foundation's hands. But specifically like CZ and BNB Coin, I think there's been like a lot of posts I've seen where they own like 90% plus.
Yep.
Now look at the chart of BNB. It just hit $1,000. It's like one of the most bullish charts. Actually, I stopped charting things against ETH almost. And I feel like it's actually smarter to chart things against BNB because actually BNB has just been a far stronger ETH, but Anyways, that for me was instantly one of the most bullish factors. When I saw this, I was like, okay, I already know CZ probably owns 90% at least. Then I saw a post says he's got 92%. So that's already super bullish in my eyes, because CZ has no reason really to sell. His net worth is like $80 billion. So a lot of people will pull that up and be like, oh, that's bearish. And me, that's literally the opposite point. I'm like, holy shit, that's so bullish. There's gonna be like way less selling pressure on this.
So bottom line, here are my takeaways. Number 1, for me, I am not buying Aster. It literally just launched. Right now, it's a $3.24 billion market cap, which is huge for a coin that just launched. Doesn't mean it can't be 22 billion or 200 billion or go down to 2 million. I mean, what is the fair value of something like this? It's in price discovery right now. And for me personally, this is my strategy always for investing. I don't want to feel like I'm chasing something. I'll wait for the 50% correction. I'll wait till next cycle because there's going to be many, many, many different coins that pump. You do not want to chase things. I don't personally, but it is good to tune in and just understand why this is happening and then be ready for the next one. And the reason why this is happening, it's pretty basic in my opinion, is because BNB, the base chain, just hit a new all-time high. When Ethereum hits a new all-time high, fully hits it, sustains, and keeps going on a run, that's when coins do well. When Sana, the base chain, hits a new all-time high, that's typically when we see Solana altcoins, meme coins, altcoins do well. We saw that last year, end of 2024, when Cardano, if/when, and I believe it will eventually, hits a new all-time high. That's maybe when we'll see SNUN, the meme coin, or Cardano coins. That's how it always tends to work in crypto. So, the reason Aster is doing well is because Binance, the layer 1, is doing well. And an even bigger question is CZ. He's got a shot as the wealthiest man alive. He owns the vast majority of Binance, the exchange, even though he had to go to prison, serve some time, 4 months. He still retains his shareholder rights ownership in Binance that could easily be valued between $200 and $500 billion. He likely owns, at least that's what the reporting says, the on-chain sleuth thing, 60% of the BNB token supply. That would be at least $140 billion. I remember reading somewhere that during an interview at Binance Blockchain Week in Dubai last year, someone asked CZ directly, "What is your current relationship with Binance?"
And the biggest question on everybody's mind is, what is your relationship with Binance now?
I have stepped down from the CEO role. I am not supposed to be involved in any day-to-day operations of the company. My shareholder rights, as far as I know, are not impacted. So today I'm still a large shareholder of Binance. I believe I can still request for information, etc. I just cannot make decisions or give orders. So, the relationship is actually a pretty good one, given that now there's a bunch of other guys working really hard, and I'm forced to retire. So when that first happened, the first month was a bit difficult. You know, it was emotional. It was difficult to detach. It's a company that I poured my heart and soul in, and for 7 years, etc. But I always thought, you know, a CEO should not be on the post for more than 10 years because, you know, the world changes, right? Now there's an AI. I didn't spend a lot of time learning about AI before. I didn't have a lot of time to look at, you know, even DeFi in a lot of detail, right? So, so now I actually have more time to look at all of those stuff. So I think it's good that looking back now, it was actually there's a lot of good stuff about being forced to step down. See, if I step down myself, if I say, hey, look, guys, I'm quitting, a bunch of you guys will be pissed off, and so like this guy ran out of stamina, and so now I'm forced to step down, and so I'm like, well, this is not my choice, but I'm actually now I have a lot of time, and also just looking back, right? I think I'm actually very, very fortunate for a number of reasons. I still have a little bit of funds left to deploy to be able to do stuff, so that's a strong enabler. I think my reputation has changed. But I'm not trying to minimize the offense. So I think that's banking secrecy violation is a serious offense. But it's also validation that there's no fraud. There's no users lost money with us. So that's, in some regards, like I believe if you ask anybody in the room, my reputation is still pretty strong. And then on top of that, as I said, now I'm really lucky that I actually have a lot more time now. And I'm not super young. I'm not very young, but I'm also not super old. So I still have energy to do more stuff. So very few people are in this fortunate position to be able to do these things that I can do now.
So CZ is not only a very wealthy man, and he's earned it, he built it, but he's also a free man because he was forced to step down as running the operations of Binance. He can tweet what he wants, right? That's any owner. If you're a CEO or an owner of a company, you want to play it safe. You don't want to make too many waves, but a free agent, you tweet how you want. And he wants to support the Binance ecosystem. He's invested heavily in the Binance ecosystem. So, I would expect he would be dropping hints for more coins in the future. Today's video has ended. Thank you for being with me so far. Please watch the previous videos to stay informed about the news of the crypto world. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and tell me in the comments what token you are buying for alt season. Bye until the next video.